we have Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson, and Khamzat Chimaev will fight Kevin Holland, and Leach will fight Rodriguez.
So with that being said, it's an interesting matchup for a couple of reasons here up and down this card. Starting with the main event, because as I mentioned earlier, Nate Diaz, only one fight remaining under his UFC contract, an OG in the game, a fan favorite. He's the guy that can headline, obviously, a pay-per-view card against another OG in Tony Ferguson, a matchup that a lot of fans have wanted to see forever but never transpired. Your take on the fact that that's the fight you end up with, considering everything that's happened?
Yeah, it's crazy. Listen, it's not by coincidence that we stack guys the same weight on the same card in case anything goes wrong. But yeah, it worked out. You know, obviously, when something like this happens, you got guys who have trained for another guy for a long time, and you know, so getting these guys to agree to different fights can be a little tough sometimes. But we got them all done. They're locked in. I will be at the weigh-ins in 45 minutes, and we will be squaring these guys off. Nate Diaz and Tony, like you said, the fans have wanted to see this one forever. It's going to happen now before Nate leaves the UFC. And yesterday there was a lot of questions about what happened. Kevin Holland and Khamzat Chimaev actually got into it yesterday backstage. Ironically, they will now fight and Saturday night, and Leach versus Rodriguez is also a fun fight. So it literally couldn't have played out any better.
That's what I was going to ask you about the Holland-Chimaev fight, because it was the dust-up between those two that led to the press conference being canceled yesterday, and all of a sudden now you get those two guys in the octagon and at pretty much the same weight, because Kevin Holland was going to fight Rodriguez at a 180 catch weight, and of course he weighed in at 179.5, and you had Chimaev at 178.5. Matchup, maybe it was destined to be the whole time.
And both fights will be 5 rounds. The co-main event is 5 rounds. The main event is 5 rounds.